We just got a phone call one day that changed our life and said, your baby's gonna have trisomy 21.
She had a broken heart.
They said, you're gonna need to go to Dallas to deliver. And so we were just like, how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna afford this?
I just got a headache that wouldn't go away for like 3 or 4 days.
He was vomiting and lost his vision on us in the middle of a mall. His doctor said, Eddie, we found a mass. You need surgery right away. You never expect that your son is gonna go through this.
My daughter, Tatum Whitmore, she has cutaneous T-cell lymphoma. I had to double up on working to cover the expenses at home. I couldn't afford to drive 3.5, 4 hours, 3-4 days a week. At the beginning of this, everybody cried.
I've been doing gymnastics for 10 years, so I was going to pit for the 5th or 6th time, and my head hit on concrete right here. And they flew me up to the hospital, where they gave me way under a 20% chance of living. 6 weeks later, I woke up and I've been relearning how to do everything.
We didn't have any really, family that we could stay with here. We didn't have any friends. We didn't know anybody. We were living in a pediatric intensive care unit for weeks on end, and somebody graciously shared with us that there was a local Ronald McDonald House right next to the hospital.
We were sleeping in the recliners at the neonatal, and the caseworker came up and said, can I get y'all a room at the Ronald McDonald House? She said, that way you'll have a place to sleep, a place to eat, and people to talk to, so you won't be alone. And that's whenever I first met Norma too. She said, and trust me, if you find someone to talk to, it'll make it better.
My family was going home because we couldn't afford a hotel anymore. The social worker said, let me put in a request for the Ronald McDonald's house. And we were able to get a room that next day. Oh, it felt like I won the lottery. The treatment he needed was all the way here in Dallas. We have no family in Texas. If it wasn't for the house, we wouldn't been able to bring him out here and get his treatment.
It becomes incredibly meaningful that all this kind of goes on behind the scenes, and these people are jumping through hoops to make this thing happen for your patients.
The community at the house was great for my wife, Misty. All of her friends or kids were there. It took a lot off of my shoulders, a lot.
One of the things that I liked the most about staying here was the friends that we met and that we just bonded with.
It's a really important part of healing that child, is to make sure that the family is supported by a loving community, which is exactly what the Ronald McDonald House in Dallas is.
It's devastating for my oldest child when we don't get in.
And that makes us very sad.
Where Blake is today, people can't believe it. It medically is not possible. And I believe the big part of that was the support that we had along the way to make that happen.
The doctors put my sister's heart back together again.
She's had 13 surgeries, so she's been on the vent 3 times.
I'm a miracle.
Bailey's living proof that love empowers strength.
Love is the key to the house.
Love is the key to the house here.
Love is the key to this house.
The Ronald McDonald House is my favorite place on earth. It's my happy place. The love is the key to the house.